Hello, welcome back to our channel. Thank you for listening and subscribing to Universe Law of Attraction channel. If you are new, please subscribe today. Get more video like this. I will share a today topic. Successful people do this every morning. Change your life forever. Esha and Shiva. Important note. This is timeless and powerful wisdom that has transformed the lives of millions. Now that it has entered your awareness, it's time to embed it deeply into your subconscious to create lasting change. Scroll down to the description below this video and explore the carefully selected books which topic you interested. Each one is designed to help you achieve the results you are looking for, faster and more effectively. Attract what you think. Subscribe our channel, like our videos, and you share this video to your loved one. Now we move to today topic. Most people wake up and immediately fall into the trap, rushing, reacting, drifting without purpose. But what if the first 10 minutes of your day could rewire your entire future? This one morning decision holds the power to change your mindset, shape your identity, and dictate your success. Why? Because the way you begin is the way you become. And how? By mastering a simple, intentional ritual that prepares your mind to lead, not follow. Your future starts the moment you open your eyes. In a few moments, I will teach you how to command your mornings and completely reshape the course of your life. The morning is a mirror. If I could follow you for one morning, I could predict your future. Not because I am wise, but because your morning is a mirror. It reflects your discipline, your direction, your desires. Most people rise in reaction. They wake up to alarms, to demands. They let the world knock on their door before they knock on the door of opportunity. But the winners, they rise with intention. Every great structure stands on a foundation. Your foundation is your morning. What you do before the world sees you determines how the world treats you. The first hour after you wake up is not a time, it is a statement. It says, I am in control or I am controlled. When you step out of bed, you must step into purpose. You must reject the noise. No news, no gossip, only clarity, only focus. Only the voice inside you that says, we are not here to survive. We are here to conquer. Do not drift, do not snooze. The moment you hesitate, you hand your power to fear. You tell the day that it owns you. But when you rise with fire, when you speak your goals aloud, when you write them down, when you take one small step forward, you take command. And that command becomes your compass. The morning doesn't give you power. It reveals it. And if you use it correctly, it multiplies it. You become unshakable, not by what you do occasionally, but by what you do first. Your thoughts are soil. Your focus is water. Your action is sunlight. If you give your mind these three every morning, your life will bear fruit beyond measure. So ask yourself, who do I want to become? Start becoming that person before breakfast. The decision-making of doing one hard thing first. There is a powerful shift that happens when you do one hard thing first. Something you don't want to do. Something that makes your mind resist. But once you do it, the resistance loses its grip. This is the secret weapon of all high achievers. They don't wait for motivation. They create it. And how do they create it? By taking action before they feel like it. The mind is like a muscle. If you train it to surrender to comfort, it will abandon you in crisis. But if you train it to obey strength, it will become your strongest ally. So what is your one hard thing? Is it cold water? Is it silence? Is it exercise? Is it writing one page? Choose it. Commit to it. And do it with all your intensity. Because it is not about the task. It is about the identity it builds. When you do something hard every morning, you remind yourself who you are. A person who does not run from pressure, but rises under it. Most people hit snooze and shrink. You rise and sharpen. Most people wait. You initiate. That's the edge. That's the energy that separates a powerful life from a passive one. When the first decision of your day is victory, the rest of the day follows your example. So find your hard thing, face it, finish it, and then watch as the rest of your life begins to bow to your courage. Speak life into your future. Words create worlds. And the first words you speak each morning are not just sounds. They are seeds. They shape your state, your story, your steps. Most people wake up and speak defeat. I'm tired. I'm stressed. Another long day. And guess what they get? A life that matches their language, but you are different. You wake up and declare strength. You say, I was born for this. Today, I build momentum. I create peace and power wherever I go. This is not about pretending. This is about programming. The subconscious mind doesn't care if it's true. It believes what you repeat. And when you speak life, your body follows, your habits follow, your destiny follows. Start each morning with declarations. Say who you are. Say who you are becoming. Not with doubt, but with faith. Not with fear, but with fire. Look in the mirror and speak like a leader. Speak like someone who is already won. Speak like someone who refuses to let the past dictate the future. This is not arrogance. This is agreement with your vision, your values, your victory. So before the world speaks fear into you, you speak purpose into it. Your voice is the first voice your soul hears. Make it one worth following. The body is not just. The urgency of others overtakes the peace of their own purpose. And before the sun has fully risen, they've already lost the inner battle. Their thoughts are no longer their own. They've been drafted into someone else's war. Not a word has been spoken aloud, yet their silence has already surrendered the day. But there are others, the rare ones, the intentional few, who treat the morning like the launch pad of destiny. They understand that leadership, the kind that shapes lives and creates movements, does not begin with applause or recognition. It begins in silence, behind closed doors, before anyone else is watching. It begins in the bedroom, not the boardroom, in thought, not in noise. These individuals command their minds. They rise with intention, not reaction. Instead of reaching for the world, they reach within. They speak affirmations that anchor their identity. They visualize the person they are becoming, not someday, but now. They breathe deeply. They sit in stillness. They move their bodies to awaken their strength. They choose clarity over confusion. Purpose over passivity. The first 10 minutes after waking are not trivial. They are everything. These minutes set the rhythm for the hours that follow. If those minutes are filled with power, direction and vision, the rest of the day aligns with purpose. But if they are filled with distraction, doubt or emotional noise, then the day becomes a reaction. A series of responses to other people's agendas. And that is no way to live. You do not have time to Wake up weak, not in a world this loud, not in a world this fast. You must take hold of that first moment before the world does. You must decide what matters most, not what is trending, not what others expect, but what your spirit knows to be true. And you must do this every day. Not once in a while. Repetition, carbs, character, discipline, cement, belief. So write your thoughts, even if they are scattered. Speak your vision, even if your voice trembles. Move your body, even if it resists. These are the declarations of a leader. These are the acts of someone who is becoming. You don't wait for external success to affirm your path. You walk the path because you believe in your becoming. And if you don't believe in your own destiny, how can you expect anyone else to? If you don't guard that precious moment of mental awakening, the world will rush in to claim it. The world will tell you who you are, what you should do and how you should feel. But you were not built for that kind of slavery. You were built to lead. And every leader must first lead the self. Command your thoughts. Because every thought becomes belief. Belief shapes behavior, behavior builds destiny. This is not about self-help tricks or positive thinking fads. This is about self-leadership. And self-leadership is the first door to freedom. No one can give it to you. You must seize it. Each morning is a meeting with your mind. Don't miss the meeting. Don't arrive late or let someone else speak in your place. Show up, speak clearly. Remind yourself who you are and why you are here. The headlines can wait. The messages can wait. Your purpose cannot. This is your mind. This is your mission. This is your moment. Lead it before the world follows. You lead yourself. Write it down or lose it forever. The moment you wake up, your mind is like a fire hose. Uncontrolled, powerful, full of thoughts flood in before you even realize you're awake. Ideas, worries, memories, intentions, and moments of inspiration race through your consciousness. And if you don't capture them, they vanish. Like mist in the morning sun. They fade. Ideas that are not written become ghosts. Goals that are not written become wishes. Desires that are not clarified become distractions. But here lies the secret kept by every successful man and woman of purpose. They write. Not later in the day when the world has already made its mark, but early before the day imposes itself. They write not because it is convenient, but because it is necessary. They write not to be poetic, but to be precise, to bring shape to their swirling thoughts, to command the chaos of the mind before it takes command of them. Writing in the morning is not about being a writer. It is about being a leader of your mind, of your mission, of your life. 5 minutes, 10. That's all it takes to change the trajectory of your day. Begin by writing what is already inside you. What you are thinking, what you are feeling, what you want, what you fear, what you know you must do. Clarity is born in ink. The act of writing is a mirror held up to your inner world. It turns the fog into foam. It slows down the rush and lets you hear your own thoughts clearly. Writing takes the invisible and makes it visible. It is not just reflection, it is refinement, it is focus. It is direction. Every page you write is a commitment. Every word is a choice. When you put pen to paper, you send a signal to your subconscious that what you are thinking matter. You are giving structure to your spirit. You are saying to yourself, this is who I am. This is what I value, this is what I am building. Your mind is a garden and writing is how you prune it. It removes the weeds of doubt. It waters the seeds of vision. It turns scattered emotions into organized thoughts. When you write, you take back control. You stop reacting and start creating. You stop wandering and start walking. Think of the great minds before you. Lincoln, who scribbled his speeches on scraps of paper. Edison, who filled notebooks with sketches and insights. Marcus Aurelius, who penned meditations not for the world but for himself. They knew something modern men forget. The mind cannot be trusted to remember what the hand refuses to recall. Don't trust your memory with your future. Write it down, make it real, make it visible. Then watch how your life begins to organize around what you wrote. The goals you list become the plans you follow. The gratitude you express becomes the peace you feel. The problems you name become the solutions you seek. What you do not write down, you do not remember. What you do not remember, you do not act upon. And what you do not act upon, you do not become. A man's life is not shaped by the thoughts he has but by the thoughts he anchors. And writing is the anchor. So start small, start simple. But start. Take up a pen, open a notebook, sit in silence. Write one line of truth, then another. And as you write, you will feel the shift. You are no longer drifting, you are directing. No longer reactive, you are intent. This is how greatness begins. Not with applause, not with perfection, but with a quiet moment, a firm hand, and a few honest words on a page. Write your way into clarity, write your way into purpose, write your way into power. Start with the truth, start with your soul, there of the morning, and write your way into greatness. Gratitude is your greatest leverage. If you want to multiply your momentum, begin not with what you lack, but with what you already have. Gratitude is not a soft emotion for sentimental hearts. It is a strategic weapon for strong minds. It centers you, it grounds you. It reminds you that you are not starting from nothing. You are starting from abundance. And when you begin your day feeling full, the world cannot make you feel small. Gratitude changes the atmosphere of your mind. It rewires your perception. It shifts you from a mentality of scarcity to one of sufficiency, from the illusion of lack to the leverage of appreciation. Without it, your thoughts spiral into complaint and comparison. With it, your energy returns to creation and contribution. And here is the great truth. You cannot build greatness from a place of grievance. You must build from strength and gratitude. Pure practice gratitude is strength. In the stillness of morning, when the world has not yet spoken, take a moment. Just a moment, name 3 things you are grateful for. Speak them aloud, write them down, reflect on them as if they are treasures in your possession. They might be simple. The breath in your lungs, the strength in your limbs, the roof over your head, the love of your family, the fact that today offers another chance. Do not underestimate the power of this practice. It is not mere habit. It is spiritual alignment. When you begin the day from a place of appreciation, you tap into a source deeper than ambition. You activate joy. You create mental wealth. You remind yourself that you already hold value within you. And from that place of inner wealth, you pursue your outer goals with confidence, not desperation. Those who radiate contentment become magnets for opportunity. People are drawn to those who do not complain, who do not grasp, who do not beg the world to affirm them. They are drawn to those who affirm themselves. And gratitude is the voice of that affirmation. Gratitude is not the end of hunger. It is the strength that feeds it. It does not kill ambition. It fuels it. Because you do not chase success out of emptiness. You chase it out of fullness, out of purpose, out of desire to contribute, not to complete yourself. You are already whole. The chase is no longer to prove, but to express. Most people run into the day with no pause. They leap from bed into burden, from waking into worry, but not you. You will pause, you will reflect, and then you will rise with perspective. That is your edge. That is your discipline. That is your daily return to power. Do not wait for something dramatic to feel grateful. Gratitude is not reactive. It is pro. It is not a response to good fortune. It is the creator of it. You must cultivate it like a farmer tends the soil, daily, deliberately. It is not just a mood. It is a mindset. It is a spiritual muscle that must be exercised. Gratitude is how you hold your blessings in your hands. Instead of letting them slip through your fingers unnoticed, it is how you protect your peace when the storms of life roll in. It is how you remind yourself again and again that you have already won many battles. You are not empty. You are equipped. Start each morning with this practice. Do not make it complicated. Do not make it optional. 3 things. 3 truths. 3 blessings. Make this your ritual. Gratitude is not the finish line. It is the launch pad. It does not end your hunger. It sharpens it. It does not stop you from climbing. It gives you the strength to ascend. When you live from gratitude, you are not chasing from emptiness but creating from fullness. You are no longer a seeker. You are a steward of abundance. And from that place, all things become possible. The world bends not to those who complain but to those who command their energy through gratitude. Begin there. Begin each day by anchoring yourself to what is already good, already working, already yours. And then go forth and build the rest. Set one clear target for the day. Most people wake up and immediately rush into doing everything. They glance at an endless list of tasks, try to juggle all of them, and end the day exhausted and unsatisfied. The tragedy: they do much, but accomplish little. Movement without direction is chaos, and chaos is the enemy of progress. Power comes not from doing more but from doing what matters most. Power comes from precision. And every powerful day begins with one question. What is the one thing I must accomplish today that will move my mission forward? Your energy is limited. Your attention is fragile. These are precious resources, not to be wasted on trivial matters. If you scatter them, they lose potency. If you aim them, they become a force. So you must train yourself to stop waking up into noise and start waking up into focus. Begin each day by identifying one clear target, not 10, not 5, 1, write it down. Speak it out loud, visualize it as already accomplished. This is your assignment. This is your strike point. Everything else is background until this objective is achieved. When you wake up with clarity, the world can no longer pull you in 100 directions. You don't spend your hours reacting. You spend them directing. Your choices become easier. Your standards sharper. Distractions lose their appeal because you have a mission. A man with a mission is not easily moved. He is not tempted by every opportunity because he knows which one matters. The most successful individuals are not those who do the most. They are the ones who do what matters, and they do it first. Before the noise, before the world interrupts, before urgency overrides importance, they strike early and they strike with intention. Set your target. See it clearly, break it down into steps. Then begin. You don't need to conquer the whole mountain today. You just need to take the next step up. One win, that's all it takes to start the momentum, and momentum is everything. One win builds belief, belief builds action. Action builds results, and results multiply into greatness. This is the engine of achievement, not perfection, not hustle for its own sake, but focused effort day after day. So each morning, as you sit in the silence before the world demands your attention, ask yourself, what is my win today? Not a list of errands, not a dozen distractions, just one powerful, purposeful step forward. What will move you closer to your vision? What will make today a victory? Do not confuse being busy with being effective. Busyness is a trap. It flatters the ego, but betrays the mission. Your goal is not to fill the hours, but to fulfill the purpose. And that begins with intention. That begins with choosing your win. When you identify that one target and pursue it with everything you have, you begin to own your time. You command your hours instead of being commanded by them. You shape your life instead of drifting through it. You become a builder, not a borrower of time. This practice repeated daily transforms you. You stop waking up into confusion and start waking up with confidence. You stop being overwhelmed by options and become obsessed with outcomes. The fog of indecision lifts, and in its place stands a path, your path. When you win the morning, you own the day. Not because it will be perfect, but because you chose your direction. You declared your aim, and then with discipline and fire, you move toward it. Start tomorrow with this question on your lips and resolve in your heart, what is my win today? Then act. And as the days pass, you will look back and see a life built not by chance, but by choice. One target, one strike, one win every day. That is how you build a legacy. The power of stillness, before the noise begins, before the meetings, the errands, the demands and distractions, you must claim one sacred thing, stillness, 10 minutes. That is all it takes, 10 minutes of silence, 10 minutes of breath, 10 minutes of connection to something higher, something deeper, something unshakable. This time is not a luxury, it is a necessity. It is not for the idle, but for the intentional. Stillness is not laziness, it is leadership. In fact, it may be the highest form of leadership, for it is the practice of mastering the self before attempting to master the day. Each morning, before you open the door to the world, open the door to your soul. Before you check your obligations, check your alignment, sit in silence, breathe slowly. Listen to what your heart is trying to tell you. Pray, if you pray, meditate, if that is your method, reflect. Journal, do whatever it takes to center yourself in peace, because peace is not found in the world, it is forged within you. Most people leap from their beds into the battlefield, unarmed and unready. They meet the Chaos of life with chaos in their mind, but you must be different. You must be deliberate. Stillness is your armor. It shields you from the noise, from the urgency, from the lies that try to define your worth by your speed. In a world addicted to rush, stillness is rebellion. It is your declaration that nothing outside of you will dictate your state within, that your peace is not up for negotiation, that you will not be moved by the wind because you are rooted like a mountain. Vision is not born in motion, it is born in quiet. Wisdom is not shouted, it is whispered in the silent moments few dare to enter. Stillness is where you meet your intuition, your creator, your conscience. It is where the next right move becomes clear. It is where strategy is born and panic dies. 10 minutes can shift your entire trajectory. 10 minutes of deep breathing can regulate your nervous system, center your focus and sharpen your mind. 10 minutes of connection to purpose can override 10 hours of pressure. It is not about how long you spend, it is about how deeply you go. Give yourself this gift, guard it fiercely, let no conversation interrupt it, let no obligation claim it. This is your meeting with your mission. This is your sacred ritual before the world tries to speak over you, you must hear your own voice. Before others place demands on you, you must place direction within yourself. The calmest minds make the sharpest decisions. The quietest mornings create the loudest victories. This is not philosophy, this is performance. Champions in every field have routines of solitude. Their strength does not come from noise, but from discipline, from centering, from choosing stillness before engaging the storm. Do not rush into your day, rise into it. Do not react, respond. Do not spin, stand still and let clarity rise. From this place of inner peace, you will walk differently, you will speak with weight, you will act with intention. People will feel it not because you are louder, but because you are grounded. Stillness is not the absence of movement, it is the presence of power, a quiet commanding power that does not need to prove itself. It just is, like a lion resting in the sun, unbothered, unshaken, until the moment calls. So each morning, step into this space, let it hold you, let it shape you, let it whisper the truths the world tries to make you forget. You are not rushed, you are not behind, you are not defined by what you do today, you are defined by who you are becoming. And who you are becoming is shaped most deeply in stillness, protect it, practice it, and from that place rise. Because from that place, the day bends in your favor, decide who you will be. Today before the day tells you who to be, you must decide. The world will try to label you, shape you, push you into a mold that fits its preferences, but you are not a product of chance. You are a force of choice, and every morning, before your feet touch the floor, you have the power to define your direction, your energy, and your identity. Ask yourself with clarity and courage, who do I need to be today to become the person I want to become? Forever? This question is not small, it is not abstract, it is the cornerstone of intentional living. It is your identity decision, and it will echo through every action you take. Will you be courageous or cautious? Present or distracted? Will you live with purpose or wander without clarity? Will you show up as a servant leader or a self-seeking observer? These are the crossroads you stand at every single morning, and the choice you make will not only shape your day, but your destiny. Too often, people let their feelings decide their identity. If they feel tired, they act weak. If they feel afraid, they act small. But the greatest among us know that Feelings are not leaders, they are followers. They follow vision, they follow discipline. They follow the identity you choose, not the one you inherit from circumstance. Your vision must be your compass. Your vision of who you are becoming should guide your thoughts, your tone, your posture, your presence. This is not pretending, this is preparing. Preparing your mind, your body, and your spirit to rise to the level of the life you desire. Stand in front of the mirror and speak it aloud. Speak the name of the person you are becoming. Speak the virtues you will carry: patience, strength, resilience, boldness. Speak the energy you will bring into every room, not because it is magic, but because it is direction. Words become focus. Focus becomes behavior. Behavior becomes identity, and identity becomes legacy. This decision made before the world has a chance to greet you changes how the world responds to you. When you walk with intention, you speak with weight. When you act from chosen identity, people notice. They may not know why, but they feel it. You are not swayed. You are certain, and certainty is magnetic. You become your choices, and the most important choices: who you choose to be, not what you will do, not what you will achieve, but who you will become in the process, because all success begins within. So speak it, stand in it, walk in it. Let your behavior confirm your decision, let your choices reinforce the image of your highest self. And when doubt creeps in, and it will, return to your decision, anchor back into it. Say it again, choose it again. This is the difference between wandering through life and walking in purpose. Wandering is aimless. Walking in purpose is decisive. It is bold. It is uncomfortable at first, but it becomes natural when practiced. Greatness is not something you stumble into. It is something you step into, again and again, through choice and conviction. It is not given, it is not inherited. It is forged in the furnace of daily identity decisions. So, before you do anything, before you answer a call, reply to an email, open your door or your calendar, decide who you are, choose to be someone worth following, choose to be someone your future self will thank you for. Let the world adjust to you, not the other way around, because when you lead yourself with intention, the world begins to follow. I believe you get more clarity this video. If need any more clarification, comment below. Also you need any specific top related, this comment below. We'll see next video. Get more video like this. Please subscribe our YouTube channel. Get positive vibe and stay positive vibe only. Share this video your loved one, friends, family, all together make positive vibrations. Thank you by Esha and Shiva. Important note. This is timeless and powerful wisdom that has transformed the lives of millions. Now that it has entered your awareness, it's time to embed it deeply into your subconscious to create lasting change. Scroll down to the description below this video and explore the carefully selected books which topic you interested. Each one is designed to help you achieve the results you are looking for, faster and more effectively attract what you think.